Welcome to another session of Microsoft Office 365, and in this class I'm going to help you to understand about how we can manage the Exchange server on premises. Guys, if you remember in previous class we discussed about migration services, like we discussed 6 different types of migration services are available over our Exchange Online. Means with the help of migration we are able to migrate the mailboxes from on premises to Office 365 or from one tenant to another tenant as well. So what I'm going to do, as discussed, we should know about how we can set up our offline Exchange server, because I'll show you the proper step how we can migrate on premises Exchange server to Office 365 or online Exchange. So it's really important for us. We should know about the procedure or prerequisite to set up our offline Exchange server. So I'm going to guide you about each and every steps. So let's try to understand about the prerequisite, because it's really important for us. We must need to know about the prerequisite to set up our Exchange server 2016 on premises server. So our agenda to set up Exchange server 2016. Okay, this is our agenda, right? Like you can say that install and configure. This is our agenda, and I'm going to guide you about the procedure first. Prerequisite first, and then we'll show you the step to configure or install Exchange server on premises. So if we talk about the prerequisite, first of all, you must need to set up one domain controller, right? So I have already set up or installed domain with name of class.com. And second, you need to install one more server. In our case, I'm using server 2016, right? I established my domain controller over a server 2016. Second, this is first domain controller, first server, and you need to install one more server. You can consider it as a second server 2016. The configuration, if we talk about the hardware configuration, so it's our responsibility. We must need to provide the high configuration. Like in our case, I'm going to proceed with 8 gig of RAM, right? And 2 core of processor. And up to 60 gig of hard drive. This is the prerequisite. This is the hardware that I use to install Exchange server. And second important point, your second server should be a member of domain controller. Member of class.com, or you can say that domain controller. The another prerequisite, you must need to, this is the hardware related information. And let's talk about the software setting. In case of software requirement, you must need to install Internet Information Services. The first prerequisite, install Internet Information Services IIS, which is mandatory because we will share the mailboxes from our server operating system domain controller to second server. Then we need to install .NET Framework 4.3, .NET Framework 4.3. You must need to install on your second server. Number third, C++ you should install on your second server machine. So I'll show you the proper step. And number fourth, ISO image of Exchange server 2016. These all are the prerequisites that you need to know before starting installation of our Exchange server. So I'm going to show you the proper procedure. I have already established one domain controller. This is our class.com. In class.com, I have already created multiple users, right? Like these all are the users are available, ABC, GCP, and number of users that I have already created. Back to the second server, and in second machine, in second server, we just need to install Internet Information Services first. Then we'll download the C++ and install before start the installation of our Exchange server. Open Server Manager and then add role and features. Select Internet Information Services. I'm going to check mark the Internet Information Services, which is mandatory. Select .NET Framework 3.4.6 ASP.NET. 4.6 is already installed, so not need to make any changes. Next. And you must need to check mark all the options that we are able to find, because it's a correlated to the web services. So you must need to install our web related services, or web related, you can say that, features that required to manage the Internet Information Services. Click next and install. This is the first prerequisite, .NET Framework, and you must need to install our Internet Information Services and wait for a few seconds. Once we install the Internet Information Services, you also need to install some important software or required software that help us to install our Exchange servers. So I have already created one folder and downloaded successfully .NET Framework 4.5 and Visual C++ and UCMA runtime. So I'm just going to install .NET Framework, which is really important. It's mandatory to install. If you have already installed it, no need to do anything. Second, install Visual C++, Microsoft Visual C++ 2013, and the last one is UCMA runtime. These tools can help us to create a platform to install our Exchange servers. So these all are the prerequisite, and server machine should be a part of, or should be a member of our domain controller. I'm talking about the Active Directory domain services. So once our software installed successfully, I'm just going to mount the software of Exchange Server 2016. Just right click on our virtual machine. I'm using VMware Workstation. So let me mount the Exchange server. Select CD DVD, go to the browse. I have already downloaded the software and put it into the H drive, Exchange server. Select ISO and make sure it's connected and click OK. We have our both option. If you are using base machine, just need to download the Exchange server ISO image and mount on your base machine. We have already checked the entire prerequisites. Now I'm going to proceed to install. Open this PC. This is the Exchange server mounted, and I'm just going to open. You can also proceed with run in autoplay, or we just need to click on setup. We successfully proceeded for the installation. We just need to wait for a few more seconds. It will show you the step that you need to follow to install. Now this is check for update, connect the internet and check the update if you want to update it. I don't want to update right now because we will update once our Exchange server is ready to use. So let's proceed for the steps. It will check the entire files are available in our ISO image or not. So it will copy the ISO image files. It will copy the entire mounted file and coordinate with our operating system files. So let's wait for a few more seconds and make sure the hardware configuration that you need to use to install our domain Exchange server should be a minimum 8 gig RAM and 2 core of processor, and at least 30 gig free space must be available in our C drive, means in our operating system drive. So let's wait for a few more seconds. Its installation is in progress and we will follow the entire step. Step second, we just need to click on next and accept the terms. We just need to read. If you have a time, so you just need to go through the terms and condition and then click accept. Click next again. We are able to find two different options: use recommended setting, do not recommended setting. So definitely we'll proceed for the recommended setting. Next. These all are the roles that you need to select. I'm just going to proceed with mailbox role, management tools, edge transport, or you can proceed with automatically install the server roles features. So in our case, I'm just going to proceed with automatic because we don't want to bother our self to understand about the prerequisite. So please proceed with automatic. This is the location, and make sure you must have a enough space. 43,240, right? Disk space required approximately 8 gig, but we have a enough space up to 43 gig space are available. I'm just going, everything is okay. I don't think anything any other thing required, so I'm just going to click next. And if you want to type any name, so you just need to type the name of your organization, so no need to do anything. Next. This is the first stage of installation, guys. Just wanted to clear, this is the first stage of installation, and hardly it will take up to 5 to 7 minutes. So once the first stage is ready, I'm going to proceed with installation. So what I'm going to do, just need to stop or pause the video, and once it's completed, I'll give you the step for the next stage of installation. Okay, so wait for a few more seconds. Okay, stage 1 is completed. Maybe in while stage 1 you need to restart your system. So once stage 1 completed, it will give you the information about the prerequisite. So we are able to find the option of install. Just need to click here, and now again it will take 15 stages to install, right? So again it will take up to 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just going to wait for the installation, because you know that it's really important for us. We must need to know about the each and every steps to install Exchange server, because I have already go through the multiple videos of that are already available on YouTube, but I'm unable to find the single video that help you to install Exchange server 2016. I'm trying to do that, and I hope you guys encourage me to create these types of videos. So let's wait. I'm just going to show you each and every point. The step, this is the final step. It will take hardly 15 minutes. So you are able to find the stage 3 of 15, means it will take time to complete the entire 15 steps. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm not going to stop it, because we'll show you the proper step, how it's look like once you install the Exchange server 2016. So I'm going to pause the video and wait for a few more minutes. Now we successfully completed the installation of Exchange server 2016. So what I'm going to do, we have option to just click here, launch Exchange admin center, and after finish, whenever we click on the finish, it will redirect you on page of admin center. So I'm just going to open it automatic, right? So we have both options. Even you can directly open with the help of tools. Installation completed, but question, how we can manage the Exchange server, how we can create a mailboxes and all the services. Just need to click start, and it will give us option of Microsoft Exchange server 2016. We are able to find Exchange admin center, Exchange management cell, and number of options are available. So our responsibility, we just need to click here, and I'm just going to open with the default browser. I need to install at least one browser like a Google Chrome or Mozilla that can help us to manage it, right? To open the Exchange admin center that we install, we must need to install at least one web browser that help us to log in our offline Exchange admin center. So I have already installed Google Chrome, so let me open Exchange admin center again, right? And it will redirect you on page of login. So what you need to do, domain plus username. So domain name is our class.com/administrator, right? You just need to provide the user ID and password and try to sign in. It will redirect you on page of our admin center. This is offline admin center that help us to manage and configure mailboxes, mail flow, and number of options are available. So I hope you all of you understand about the proper step of installing Exchange Server 2016, and I'll help you to migrate our on-premises, because this is our on-premises server. So I'll help you to describe about how to migrate users from on-premises or mailboxes from on-premises to Office 365 Online Exchange. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, and please do subscribe here on Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel, because Teach Me Cloud believe on practical. So that's why I'm giving you full step to install Exchange Server 2016. It's a single video over our entire YouTube, which is available in single step, means in single part. So thank you, guys. Please do support Teach Me Cloud. Take care.